Parkland school shooter Nikolas Cruz avoiding the death penalty after 2 days of deliberations, ending a 3-month-long trial. The jury recommending life without parole after Cruz murdered 17 people at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in 2018. It is the deadliest mass shooting that has ever gone to trial. In a moment, I will be speaking with Deborah Hixson. She lost her husband, Chris, in that shooting, and she was in the courtroom today as that verdict was read. But first, NewsNation's Brooke Schaefer joins us live. And Brooke, there's a lot of reaction to today's decision.
Yeah, Nicole, this was not the news the families of these victims were hoping for. Nikolas Cruz was spared the death penalty. The jury instead recommending he get life in prison. At least one family calling the jury's decision disgusting.
In a Florida courtroom this morning, there was shock, anger, and disbelief. A jury spared 24-year-old Nikolas Cruz, voting against the death penalty and instead recommending life in prison for the 2018 mass shooting at a Parkland, Florida high school.
I'm disgusted with our legal system. I'm disgusted with those jurors. I'm disgusted with the system.
Families of the 17 victims baffled by the decision. The jury deliberated over 2 days after hearing months of graphic and often emotional testimony.
I'm stunned. I'm devastated. There are 17 victims that did not receive justice today. But I will tell you, the monster is going to go to prison, and in prison, I hope and pray he receives the kind of mercy from prisoners that he showed to my daughter and the 16 others.
Cruz had already pleaded guilty to the mass shooting. For months, the prosecution argued he was cold, calculated, and deserving of the death penalty. But his defense team said the now 24-year-old has developmental issues and argued the confessed shooter's mother drank excessively when she was pregnant.
They were able to convince one or more jurors that his life was a life worth saving. It has to be a unanimous verdict. So all it takes is one holdout against the death penalty.
I was sitting there and my heart was like beating like you can't believe.
Linda Beagle-Schulman's son, Scott, was a teacher at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. He died protecting students.
I mean, it's hard to believe. You know, it's really telling people that, look, you can get away with a mass shooting. You can get away killing killing 17 innocent victims, and you can get away with it. And you know what? Just get life in prison without parole.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis at a press conference today also weighed in on this jury's decision. He said that the shooter here in this case deserved the death penalty.
I think that if you have a death penalty at all, that is a case where you're massacring those students with premeditation and utter disregard for basic humanity, that you deserve the death penalty. I just don't think anything else is appropriate except a capital sentence in this case. And so I was very disappointed to see that.
Governor DeSantis also added his disappointment in how long this took. 4.5 years, Nicole, to get to this point. Nikolas Cruz will be back in court on November 1st for his sentencing. Nicole?
All right, Brooke, thank you for that. Joining us now is Deborah Hixson. She is the widow of Chris Hixson, who was the athletic director at the high school. He died trying to disarm Cruz. Deborah, thank you so much for joining us this evening. What was your reaction to what happened today?
I was very, very angry, disgusted, disappointed. Felt like someone sucker punched me.
Well, we know Cruz pleaded guilty. We know jurors heard gut-wrenching details of that shooting. Why do you think there was not a consensus inside the jury room?
It's a great question. I mean, I think at the end of the day, people may have thought that they could bring a death sentence down and realized once it was the opportunity that maybe they just couldn't really do it. And I don't fault them that. What really upsets me is the fact that they said that the mitigation circumstances outweighed the aggravators. That's what's so disgusting. Because if you could have said, listen, the mitigation didn't outweigh the aggravators, but I honestly just can't find it in my being to do the death sentence, I could almost understand that because, you know, I mean, this is a huge decision for someone to do. But to say that those mitigation circumstances outweighed what he did, cruel. I mean, they all agreed it was cruel, it was heinous, it was planned. They had no problem. They said without a doubt, all of those aggravators were proven, but yet those mitigating circumstances outweighed them. I can't imagine how someone feels that way.
Well, so Deborah, so we're going to explain to the audience. So those mitigation circumstances that you're talking about that the jury heard, you know, it's the defense's argument that his upbringing and other factors outside of his control, like his mother's drinking while he was in the womb, left his brain broken, so to speak. And so your reaction to that?
Listen, I have a son who has special needs. There were a lot of things that they went over that the shooter had gone through, different psychiatric evaluations, developmental delay. My son is the sweetest thing that has ever happened on this earth. He would never murder someone. And then when he does something bad, we don't allow him to use the fact that he has a special need to get away with it. He still is held accountable because he's able to learn right from wrong. It doesn't matter. Babies know right from wrong, right? They know how to push your buttons. So I don't think any of us would argue that some of those mitigation things were true. I don't believe all of them, but they were. My point being that it does not in any way outweigh what he did.
And Deborah, before we let you go, I want to give you a chance. How do you keep Chris's memory alive? How do you honor him every day?
Well, I carry him with me every day. He's what gives me strength. We started the Chris Hixson Athletic Scholarship in order to continue his legacy of taking care of students. So we provide scholarships to student athletes to help them with further their education. And I also ran and was elected for a school board seat here in Broward County. And so I have the opportunity to make those changes that are needed to make sure that we keep our students safe and we provide them with the resources that they need to be successful.
I know it's been a harrowing 4.5 years for you and your family, Deborah. Thank you so much for giving us some of your time.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.